that's missed days here and there. It'll be a good review. Not all of these are on there. I think I have a few extra, just practice. So the first thing says to find the mean, variance, and standard deviation. So the first one I'm going to do is the way of making my little chart. Okay? So for my chart,
Well, we like if there's one that do we have to write?
So
around
mean
some
is
of them,
add
or do we just
divided
got
by
to?
2.
Wait,
Mode
what?
is
Some of them do we
middle.
have to write around?
Median is middle.
What do you mean write them out? Oh, just use your calculator.
Like could we just use
Like
it?
the count.
That's fine, but I'm going to go
Number
over the old
occurs
way.
in
Okay.
Oh.
So all my x values are 1, 3, 9, 5, 1, and 10. Does everybody agree? All right, make sure you're paying attention. Okay, now the next row, I find their average. So we represent that with an x with a bar over it. They call it x bar. But we would find their average. How do you find the average? Add them up and divide by how many? There are 6. So if I add these numbers, and I get 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1 plus 10, and I divide it by 6, I get 4.8. You said that. And it doesn't tell me, round to the nearest 10th. So my answer is 4.8. Are you okay with this so far, Elena?
Yes.
Sounds like I'm picking on you, but I'm really not. Okay.
Just picking on you.
So then my next column,
It could just be dimmed if it's not.
I subtract them.
Subtract.
So they write it like this. You just subtract, and in the next column, you square it. We're almost, and then we'll be done. So I would do 1 minus 4.8. Does it really matter if you get negative or positive? No, because when you square it, it's all going to become positive. So if I do it this way, I get a negative 3.8, but when I square it, I get 14.4. I just keep it to the 10th place, I forgot. Okay.
Oh, I don't.
3 minus 4.8
There's a column for that.
is negative 1.8, and I get 3.2.
So what'd you do
I'm just subtracting 9 minus this. Put it here.
how'd you get
square.
4.8?
I added all these numbers up. I found their average.
Oh, okay.
Divide by 6. I'm about to show you an easier way too.
Alright.
On the next problem, I'll show you another way to do it. Yes.
You'll show us next.
Okay. So then I get 9 minus 4.8.
Is it 14.4 or 14.9?
That's 14.4. Yeah, it's ugly. I couldn't erase it a second ago. I was struggling. Okay, there. Still. Whatever. Just leaving it. Okay. 5 minus 4.8 is 0.2. Square it. 0.04. 1 minus 4.8 is negative 3.8. And I get 14.4 again. Oh, I should have just written it down. Forgot it was the same answer. I get 5.2 and then I square it and I get 27.0. Okay, there's all my squared answers. Are we okay? Now I find their average. So I add them up
And divide.
by 16 again. 14.4.
By 6. Right?
Yeah, I meant 6.
Square.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to add those up. I said totally meant 6. Thank you though for correcting me. Because I probably would have put 16 in. So I get, if I add those up, I would get 76.6
Divided by 6.
divided by 6. And I get 12.7. What is this answer?
12.
Is that wrong?
No,
Is that an answer choice?
No, 12.8.
that's, I don't have that.
I got 12.8. You don't have that as an answer
I
choice?
put it in the calculator.
It is, see.
Okay, but what is that? My variance or my standard deviation?
That's your
variance.
That's your variance. How do you find the standard deviation? You square root it. I can't remember what all it wanted on this
All
problem.
three.
And I get 3.6.
Yeah.
It wants your mean, your variance, and your standard deviation.
So standard deviation,
You square root it. Okay, so do y'all see that answer? So you'll have, it looks like a problem like that tomorrow. Is it just one?
So we gotta write it out there.
Mean, variance, standard
Oh,
deviation.
yeah, do we have to write it down?
No, I'm about to show you how to do it without that. This is just a big
I'm talking
review.
about like our thing says you must use table 4 credit.
Oh, let me see.
Number 1 says that.
It does say that.
So we have to do
So you have to do that.
Wait, what?
That's
Not fair.
wrong.
Ben, why'd you point that out?
And then you, well, it does say it. It says it on the quiz too. And then
scratch that part.
you can check it with your calculator to make sure it's right.
Or we can just scratch it out.
Yeah, we can scratch it out and just put it.
Okay, everybody good with this one? Can I move on to the next one? Question?
I'm trying to figure out why my calculator didn't get that.
It's just you do your x values, your mean, subtract them, square them, average them. When you average them, that's your variance. You square root for your standard deviation.
How
And-
do you get the X with the line over it?
That means that's their average. I added up these 6 numbers and divided by 6.
Okay.
That's why it's the same for all of them. I just put that same answer.
How do you get 12.8? If it's 12.76.
You have rounds and ears 10. 0.76. 6 rounds the 7 to 8.
Subtract, square, add what?
Yes.
That was a question, wasn't it?
Yes. I didn't.
I know. I got an answer today that was that, and I was like, and then I just see all throughout everybody, and I'm like, okay, everybody good with this? Maybe? Then you can do it. Here, this one I'll do on the calculator real quick, okay? Because if nothing else, like you might want to just do them both. We have time. It doesn't take. I mean, it takes a little while, but there's only 10 problems. So you could then type in your calculator and make sure you get the right answer. That's what I would do. If you get an answer and then your calculator gets the same answer, then you're very sure that you got it right. So that's definitely what I would do. Let's try it on this one. You would press, I guess there are some of you who could screw both of them up. So I could too. Stat.
You just thought us dumb.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Some of us.
19, 9. But what are the chances that you're going to get both of them wrong in the same way? You know? Slim.
You do the same thing one way, you do the same thing the other way.
No. Okay. So you put it all in your stat. 19, 9, 13, 15, 21, 8, 14. Then you go to stat, calculate, one variable statistics. And what is your mean? It's 14.1. It's that X bar. What is your variance? 4.4. How do you find standard deviation from 4.4? You square root 4.4. So watch. I'm going to do the square root of 4.4, and my standard deviation would be 2.1.
It's
Do-
the,
oh.
I mean the variance. Variance.
Oh, I did. No. The variance wouldn't be 2.1. Your standard deviation, I did say that totally wrong. Hold on. Let me go back to math.
No, you square it, not square root.
She confused us.
I did. I'm sorry. Okay. When you got this is your standard deviation, 4.4. You square it to get the variance. Thank you. Standard deviation is 4.4. Median is 14. Mean is 14.1. My word, I'm getting everything. All my words mixed up.
Confusing us.
Oh, we did it right.
Okay. Mean 14.1. Standard deviation is 4.4. Okay. Or just use your chart, because that's what you're going to do anyway.
Exactly.
All right. Then the next question says, within how many standard deviations does the mean fall? What do you have to find? The mean
Is it D or
and the
was it A?
standard deviation. So look,
Was it D or was it A?
on which one? Oh, this one?
What, because it's 14 or 14.1?
The mean was 14.1, and then the standard deviation was 4.4.
Thank you.
Because it said to the nearest tenth. Yep, it was D. Okay, this one, I'm going to type all my data in. Do y'all see what your data is? Go to stat and edit. What are all the numbers? 16.
25,
What is this one? 19, 25,
32,
32,
38,
38,
40.
40. Is everybody good with that? Then we go to stat, calculate. And what is our mean?
Whoa, hold on. I thought it's how many standard,
Yeah, but I gotta write this down. Our mean is 28.3. Okay, so that's somewhere right here. This is what I'm gonna have to mark. 28.3 is my mean. Now, my standard deviation is 9.1. So I'm gonna add 9.1 and what? Subtract 9.1. What is, I've gotta use my
I think I
calculator.
did something wrong.
37.4 for adding it.
So I got 28.3. What'd you do wrong?
I don't know, I went to edit and I did 16, 19, 25, 32, 38, 40. And then
25, 32, and 38 and 40.
25, 32, 38, and 40.
Okay, then you go to stat
Calculate,
and then press enter. And what does it tell you?
list L1
Yep. And go down to calculate and press enter.
says 21.25.
Did you put 16?
I did, but I put zeros below the 40. Was I not supposed to do that?
No, delete them. Delete those. No, because it's trying to it's averaging in zeros as a
Oh, okay.
as a number.
Calculate what?
The first one.
First variable,
Mm-hmm.
enter, and just hit enter again.
Yep. So y'all, so my next one is 37.4. That's about right here, isn't it? And then I also need to subtract 9.1. Take your mean, 28.3,
19.3.
and subtract 9.1. And I'm at 19.2. Did I make it within one standard deviation, y'all? This is one standard deviation.
Do 2.
Are all my numbers in there? They're not, so my answer's not 1. Question?
How'd you get to the 37.4?
You have to add your standard deviation and subtract it.
Is that the Q?
That's one standard deviation.
Okay.
Is all my data within that? No. So I'm gonna add and subtract 9.1 again. Is it gonna make it the second time?
Yeah.
It is. I'll do it. But what did you ask, Ashton?
Is that the QX looking thing under the SX?
The
9.1?
yeah. So I'm gonna take 19.2 and subtract 9.1. 10.1. Okay, that one makes it. Here's 10.1. And then I'm gonna take 37.4 and add 9.1.
Do you want to see it?
And I get 46.5. Does it all make it within 2 standard deviations? It does. So my answer is 2. Does that mean? So you're just adding your standard deviation. See when they're all in there. Okay? Yes, no, maybe? Alright. That one was 2. Within 2 standard deviations. Okay, the next one. These are taking a while. All right. A bookstore wants to determine how many books in the surrounding neighborhood, people in the surrounding neighborhood read per month on average. They survey customers who enter their bookstore for a week. Is there bias?
Yes,
There is bias. Why?
because they're in the bookstore.
They're in the bookstore, so they read more than others. So suggest a method more likely to produce a random sample. We just had this one. How would they get a more random sample?
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe survey people. You could still do a convenience sample, but ask people in the mall. Ask people at a park, right? I wouldn't even ask people at a school, because what are people at a school probably required to do? Read. So you're going to get people reading when people who aren't in school probably don't read as much. Or maybe they do. Okay, yes.
For the question before that, why was it 2?
Because when I added 9.1 and I subtracted 9.1, say here's my mean. I don't remember where it was. Say this is my mean. If I added 9.1 and subtracted it, is all my data in there?
No, so you have to go.
No. So I add 9.1 again and subtract it. Is all my data in there? How many times did I add and subtract? Twice.
Okay.
That's why it's 2. It's never going to be 4. It's not. It's going to be 1, 2, or 3. Do you have to go out 1 time? Do you have to go out 2 times? Or do you have to go out 3 times? And when you add and subtract, that's one time. Going this way and this way is one time. Add and subtract that 9.1 again. Boom.
On the same numbers that you did.
On the numbers that you just found here,
Yes, they're in the
Okay.
bookstore.
add
Service
9.1 and subtract, or whatever your standard deviation is. That's what it's for. The
Okay.
standard deviation is to take away and add to your numbers that are down here. So like if I was on 21, I would subtract 9.1 now, not from this one, but from the 21. Okay. Then, okay, so that was the bookstore one. You would probably just ask people not at the bookstore, maybe at a park. All right. Is there bias in this survey question? What do you think would help students pay more attention in class? That's just a good, generic question. You're not leading. It's not loaded. You know, you're not trying to persuade anybody. No, I don't see anything wrong with that question. Should a state, this is the same things, I have some other ones on there too. Should a state have the power to kill a person for breaking the law?
This is yes loaded.
Yes, it is a loaded question. There's bias. Please do not answer the question. And don't laugh, because somebody's going to answer the question. They will take this question and they will answer it. And then they will take this question and they will answer it. They will give me their opinion. But I don't, somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it.
Explain.
No, but I don't want you to answer the question. I want to know, is there bias?
Explain why.
Is there something wrong with this question? That's what I want to know. No on the first one. The first one is good. Yes, the second one is loaded. Number 6 is a loaded question.
Yes, they're.
Okay.
They're at the bookstore serving someone else.
Number 7, we had this one, also yesterday.
I just did.
So 50 people were, they were registered voters that were asked about the candidate. So 40% voters said that they would vote for candidate A. 42 said they would vote for candidate B. That leaves 8% of these people. Let me see. 50 times 8%. Nope, I did that wrong. 50 times 8% is, that's 4 people are left to ask, I guess that's it, or they were undecided. All right, based on the results, can you make a general conclusion that says that candidate A is going to win?
No.
Well, you didn't ask enough people, first of all. 50 people is probably not a big enough sample size. You need a big number. I don't know what the number is, but no, it's not enough. And with that many undecided, I think it could probably still go either way. What did they put? Y'all have the answers on your thing too.
It's like a
No, the sample is small. They'd be unreliable. Yeah, too small of a sample. Okay. Next up, number 8. Number 8 says make a box and whisker plot. So y'all, on this one, what do? Stat.
Edit.
You're going to go to stat. Oops, press the wrong button. You're going to edit and you're going to enter in these numbers. 14 and 30, 29, 16, 20, 14, 12, 28. Oh, my word. Let me double check them because I messed up. 29, 16, 20, 14, 12, 28. Okay.
Wait, are we supposed to put it in order?
No, I just put them in like they had them. Then I press stat plot and I'm going to turn on my box and whisker plot. Now, really quick, I'm going to
Wait, what'd you do?
press stat plot. That's second y equals.
Oh.
And you turn it on, but you go over here and select this one right here. That's the box and whisker plot. Now, before I move on, my window goes out to 10. What do these numbers go out to? 30? So how about I just go out to 40? Ah!
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, yeah. So then click
There it
that.
is. And there it is. There's our box and whisker plot. It looks way different than theirs, but that's okay. We're going to compare numbers.
Then you click trace.
Yep, you hit graph.
Wait,
And now you-
change the ones up.
That one.
You, what?
Which ones? On the y-axis thingy?
Oh, I did just change the X max to 40 because these numbers went to about 40. Now, you need to know where these numbers are. It looks totally different than their picture, so you just press trace. That middle line is on what number? That's the median, and it's at 18. So this one is not at 18. That one looks good. That one looks good. That one looks good. Okay, let's go. Do y'all want me to go to the left or the right first?
Right.
Okay, if I go to the right, what's that number at?
28.5.
So that one's at 28.5. That one is not. This one is at 28.5. Then what? It looks like we need to go to the left, don't we? Let's check this number. What's this number at?
14.
What is this one at?
What is the difference in that one and B? What's the difference in D and B?
D and B? D is at 13.
Uh,
D is at 13 and B
Okay.
is at 14.
Big
So
difference.
you want to trace it and see where's it at.
Yeah.
14. It's just off a number. That's all you're doing is comparing the numbers. Does that make sense? So you put it in your stat, you turn on your plot, and then you find it. And once you find it, you just press trace and you go left and right until you just match numbers. Okay? And I would start with the middle, this number, then this number, then this number. Like go left and right and see which ones work. Okay.
Oh, I was like.
All right, next one. 'Cause I want to at least get through most of these.
These are the stat too, right?
This one it says, well, let me see if this one's on here. I don't think this one's on there. Instead, can I change this one? The other one, there we already did one like this that's on there. Let's pretend this asked if there was an outlier. Does it look like there's an outlier, y'all? Let's.
80 outlier.
Well, I still don't know. 88 is not really that far from 91. It doesn't have an outlier. So you're gonna have a question. What if they had 60 on there? Could you tell that that's an outlier? So there's a question. I just totally made up this question. All right. But if you look at that data, could you tell that 60 would be an
Will
outlier?
there be one like the original?
No. Well, we already did one like it. It's not this one, but it has
Plug it in.
it has a little thing on there that we just did.
Okay. It's just the.
It's like the one on there is like no on the front page.
Number 3.
Yeah.
So
It'll have the number line. Yeah. I put the wrong one on there. I meant to put the outlier one right here. Is everybody okay with that? This one was supposed to be an outlier problem. I just put the wrong one. Okay. Now let's keep going. We just have a few of these like survey type.
Like the answer choice be like, is it outlier? Yes.
Oh, the answer choice is just what is the outlier, and it's going to have random numbers, and you pick which one.
60.
Yeah, it would have said, like, is it 91? Is it 60? Is it 95? Or is it 88? And you would pick the outlier. There is going to be an outlier, and you pick it. Which one is way off? Okay.
Oh.
For the ones like the one she changed, it'll have a number.
Number 10. It says a candidate for the Senate creates an automated message that calls every third listed phone number and reminds them to vote for the upcoming election. Where in the world's the question for this?
It's not there, but it's systematic.
Yeah. What in the world? I didn't put the question. What type of sampling method is it? Systematic. It's where you ask every whatever person.
The next one will be controlled.
And remember, this one is there. All the answers are on there. So this one, it does have the question. What sampling method could you use?
Would be the observation.
You're looking at eating habits to find the percent of students who eat 5 servings of fruit and vegetables. Oh,
What's an example?
what's an example of a survey question that you could use? So what sampling method are you going to do a survey question? Convenience. And so, what's a survey question that doesn't have bias? So you could do convenience sampling. All right, that's your method you choose. You could do that. Convenience. You could do systematic if you picked that, right?
And then
Um,
how many servings for each? Or
Yeah, just keep it general. How many servings of fruit and vegetables do you eat each day? I don't know what they put on theirs. What did they put for their answer? Answers may vary. Yeah. So that's why it could have been systematic. It could have been convenience. No, it does say what sampling method could you use, and then what is the survey question that you would use. That's the only two things. So if you put convenience, how many servings of fruits and vegetables do you eat each day? Or maybe you put systematic, how many servings? Or maybe you put self-selected. Maybe you put that. They're going to fill out a Google form if they want. Okay. Students ask every fifth person to board the train what their favorite color is. Now, I know that that is systematic, but that's not what it's asking. Which type of study method is described in each situation? It is a survey. They're asking a question. They are taking a survey. Okay? Remember, a controlled experiment is when you divide it into two groups. You make them do something different.
And observations where you
Watch it. Observations where you watch it. Okay? The last one... choose two groups from 19 volunteers over 10 weeks. One group, we've done this one already, eats ice cream. One does it. They wear devices. They record their dream activity. Should this sample be used to make a conclusion about the population? No. 19 people is not enough. Probably want like a couple hundred, y'all. Like, you know, I mean, it just kind of depends on like maybe in your area, you know, but you still might want like a couple hundred.
So what was 11?
11 said you could pick. Maybe you want to do self-selected, or maybe you want to do a convenience sample, or maybe you want to do systematic. And what would the question be? How many servings of fruits and vegetables?
I did not take this tomorrow.
That's fine. Look, all the answers are right here on the next page. You just really need to know those sample things. I'm gonna